What's going on, guys? Jared here, JC's Lawn Tips. We're doing an overview today of the Gravely Pro Turn 460. Now this specific model is the 2017 Pro Turn 460. We got about 108 hours on this unit, so I put a good amount of hours on it. Not a lot compared to some of you guys out there, but basically this unit's got a 60-inch deck. We got the Kawasaki FX 921B engine. This is a 31 horsepower engine. As well as underneath, we got the Hydro Gear ZT 5400 transaxles, which I believe are the biggest transaxles on the market right now by Hydro Gear. You'll see on the back here, we got 2 gas tanks here, totaling 13.4 gallons of fuel, about 6.5 on each side or so. You got your hydro reservoirs easy to get at on each side back here. As well as back here, you can see this is where you're gonna lift your seat up. Your seat's gonna flow forward. You got easy access to your battery right here, as well as this is how you switch from the right tank to the left tank. So right now I'm on the right, I simply can go to the left tank, or in the winter, you can shut it off completely. Right here, you got the fuse panel. This is where gonna be all your fuses are and everything to access for any electrical issues and things like that. That's just easy pop on and off cover right here. While we're over here, I'll show you the panel right here. You got one gas gauge for this side, the other one's over here. But you got your blade engagement right here, your PTO on off. Here's your key. You got the start and the run position. Here's your throttle right there. Now this being a Kawasaki engine, it is carbureted, so you do have the choke right here. Over here on this side, you got the parking brake. This is what you're gonna use to when you start the machine. So right here, you got the rollover bar, rollover protection system. Some people call this the ROPS. And you got 2 pins right here on each side that if you are on properties that have low-hanging trees, you can fold this, or low-hanging branches I should say, you can fold this down all the way completely. Otherwise there's a setting in between, so if you got the Gravely powered bagger right here that sits about here, this ROP bar can go right over the top of that right there. So that's what's pretty cool about this unit. This thing's pretty strong, as you can see. So if I shake this, the whole machine is shaking. That just goes to show you the build quality on this machine. These are 24 Kenda tires, pretty nice in the front as well as over here. You got the no flats in the front, so you never got to worry about putting air in these guys. So that's what's nice, is you got a big front casters and everything. It makes a huge difference on a mower like this for sure. So on the side of the machine, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but back in 2016, Gravely changed over these fender covers from the previous years. They used to be more of a square. Now these actually do serve a purpose. Not only do they look really cool, but you also have better visibility. You can see this tire in the bottom of it when you're mowing, so you're not driving up in mulch beds and things like that. But also over here, I want to point out, you got a cup holder, a little storage cubby, as well as a 12-volt little car charger kind of port that you can charge your phone. Heck, plug in a light bar, whatever you want to do. This specific unit being the 460, the 60 stands for 60-inch deck. So you have a 60-inch fully welded deck. This is the X Factor 2 deck. So down here on the side, you got this cover that's going to cover your belts. It's got a step right here, so if you can't, step this far up, you can step right here. But what's cool is you got these 2 like wing nuts right here that you're going to just loosen up a little bit, and you can pull this cover right off and easily access any belts, anything that's, if you got to replace a belt or just clean out underneath here. A lot of guys tend to not clean under here. That's how you start your mower on fire. All right, also on this machine right here, you got tie down points, so you can easily hook a tie down in here on each end. You also have 2 tie down points in the back. What's really cool about this unit is right here, kind of similar to like the Skag Cheetah, but not quite as good. You got some isolators right here for your feet. So this whole platform kind of shakes a little bit, which is nice. This cover right by your feet that you can lift up, this has all the access to your belts and pulleys and things like that. If anything ever goes wrong, you can also blow this out or rinse it out, whatever, and keep it clean. What's really cool about the Gravely also is on the side of the deck here, a lot of the guys don't like to keep their discharge chutes on. What's nice is with this model, it's got flexible rubber. So if you hit something, it's just gonna move out of the way. But what's cool is if you need to fit through a gate or something, or on the trailer, you can just lift it up and it's out of the way, and then simply pull up on it, drop it down, that's it. So as you guys can see, I'm on an air ride seat, which is really, really cool. So right here, it's got a 12-volt compressor underneath the seat that's gonna fill this up. So if you're a different operator, you can let some air out. And now I'm basically sitting on the frame of the machine. And then if I turn the key on with the battery going, you can hear that kind of kick in. And you can watch me go up about 3-4 inches, which is pretty cool. And it makes a difference because you can feather it in between, let it bounce, give it a little bit of play. Otherwise, make it hard as a rock if you prefer to have it that way. or you can keep it all the way up. That's usually where I keep it. The seat being as high end as the seat is, it's really cool. Not only do you have the air ride, but you got this dial on the side that you can recline a little bit. What's cool too about the Gravely is that's just what kind of separates them too from other companies, is they have the dial of height of cut right here. Now this is good and bad. Sometimes it sticks a little bit. I actually kind of like it compared to the pin system. So what's cool is you put your foot on the deck here. As you can see, I'm raising it up. Right here, if I push this lever forward, that's gonna lock it into the transport mode, keep the deck up. Now if I wanna change the height, I just simply spin the dial forward or backward, like that. And then all I'm doing is pushing forward with this, moving this lever back to the off position, and I'm dropping the deck down. You can see it drops to whatever height I'd like. Right here you got the foot pedal, that's what I'm using to raise and lower the deck. Nothing with your hand, it's all in the foot right here. And you got 3 adjustments right here, so if you're shorter, you can put it here. If you're taller, you can put it here. I'll probably end up moving mine to about there. The other thing too, for different sized operators, you can move the seat forward or backward with this lever. So if you're pretty short, you can move it all the way up here and stuff like that, which is nice. That's what's also cool about these levers too, is these are also, you can see you got bolts right here that you can move these up or down, which is very nice. What's cool about these levers, a lot of people think these levers are weird. And I'll be honest, I used to think they were weird too, but it's kind of growing on me, because what's cool is these levers have an isolator right here, as you can see right there. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna take out a lot of vibration in these handles. There's no vibration in these handles whatsoever when you're mowing. And this has got a nice curved design, so a lot of people hold them here. Some guys hold them down here. I'm about right here. So that's where I hold these handles right there. But now what I'll do is I'll start this machine up for you, let you guys hear it run a little bit, and drive it around for you. So the other thing I'd like to point out about the Gravely ProTurn 460, you saw how fast it can mow. It can mow up to 13 miles per hour, and you can go 7 miles per hour in reverse. So if you guys need to learn some more information about this unit, feel free to email me at JC'sLawnTips@gmail.com. Otherwise, comment down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I post a lot about this mower at JC'sLawnTips also. And as well, I'll have a link in the description to the Gravely website so you can learn more about this unit if need be. Other than that, guys, this is pretty much the Gravely ProTurn 460 overview. Stay tuned in spring. I'll have a full review on this machine, what I like about it and what I really don't like about it. And you'll be able to see both things about this mower that are good and bad to see if it's the right mower for you.